Hi there everyone, it's Chris. So I've been doing some uh, competitive Pokemon VGC stuff in Pokemon Sword and Shield again for Series 6 before Crown Tundra comes out. And I decided to do a video of me trying to get past where I am Pokeball tier. But before that I wanted to go over like the teams that I've been using. Um, what you're gonna see on screen right now is the team I am currently using that I had some help with from people on the various Pokemon discords, including some VGC discords like Wolfie VGC, the Discord channel, and other people have been helping me with this team. Um, but before I talk about this team, and if you want to skip past the team stuff, I'll put a time stamp in the description of what you can skip to if you want to skip to the team stuff and get right to the games. Um, so before I got the help with my team from the people on the VGC Discord, my team actually looks, my rain team looks something more like this. Uh, when I got the help with my team, because I've been struggling using this team for a while, is people pointed out a couple things to me. About the only thing that's the same between this team and my new team is the Kingdra and the Politoed. And the Politoed has swapped items. Um, Now, the problem with the Gigantamax Lapras is that I was told that it's really hard to justify a Gmax Lapras on a rain team. Just because you're just doubling up on grass and in electric weaknesses, especially with things like Draco's ult being so common, and it's just asking for trouble. And Gigantamax Lapras is a Pokemon that doesn't can't be just slotted into a rain team. It kind of it's very much a build around me kind of Pokemon, and I need to play a completely different team if I wanted to use it. Like a Trick Room team with a lot of bulky defensive uh, Trick Room sweepers and stuff that can make more use out of the Aurora Veil from Gmax Resonance. So, I was told to cut the Raptorus. Um, I ended up cutting the other Pokemon too, because they just weren't a good fit for this team, for the Politoed Kingdra. Scizor is just kind of not good anymore, apparently. Um, the Snorlax that's not very good. And Grimmsnarl, while interesting, is people said it was like okay, but there are better choices that would fit better with this team, and someone's been helping me with getting a new team together and help me even get a hold of some of the Pokemon for this team that I'm missing. So switching over to my new team here, you'll see that I replaced the Lapras, the Scizor, the Grimmsnarl, and the other Pokemon, which was uh, what was it? I'm trying to remember the last Pokemon I replaced was the Snorlax. Yeah, Snorlax. So instead, in their place, I'm running. In Scizor's place, I'm running a Corviknight, who people said it's just better in every way. Um, because it can set up a bulk up and be really good. Its bulk up is just a lot better than Swords Dance. It has, both flying and steel coverage. Um, just harder to kill, and it's reasonably quick with the spread I have. And it can roost, and I can roost, and I think it works a lot better. And they said that would work a lot better. The next big addition to the team in terms of damage dealing uh, is that I replaced the one of the other Pokemon with Dark Urshifu with a with max speed, max attack, and a jolly nature. Um, just running, close combat and Wicked Blow for stab, and then has Sucker Punch and Detect to protect itself. It has priority and it has Detect. And it has a Focus Sash, meaning it can take a hit and then just revenge kill something. Um, and then another big change was since I lost the more defensive Pokemon like the utility support Pokemon and defensive Pokemon like Snorlax and Grimmsnarl, I replaced those with in terms of support with Arcanine. Now Arcanine is a bit odd because it seems a little counterintuitive to put a fire type in a rain team, but the thing is that Arcanine exists to support. Um, is that it's not there to pit things with flamethrower. It's there to be an intimidate user. It's there to use snarl, and it's there to go for burns with will-o-wisp, and just be a powerful support piece. Um, where the other big support, the tanky thing I replaced Snorlax with, was actually a Moongus. What makes Moongus so good is it has redirection with Rage Powder. It has Spore, obviously, for putting things to sleep is big. Could help a lot. It tends to help a lot. And it still runs a coverage move. It still runs a stab move, and it has Protect. And the interesting thing about it is I run a sassy defensive spread like this. Um, is that because and the Kova Berry is interesting because it allows Amoonguss to live certain max airstreams and stuff like that that make it a powerful defensive tool. Um, and that's it for everything I changed. Other than Politoed, Politoed runs Icy Wind now instead of Encore, and it runs a Pinch Berry in place of the Damp Rock because the Damp Rock just isn't very good in VGC because weather tends to change a lot and the weather rocks are not good outside of like 66 singles. So a Pinch Berry is just better, allows Politoed to stay on the field a lot more often, and a Citrus would be good too, but Arcanine already staked the claim on the Citrus, so I had to give Politoed a Pinch Berry instead. Um, you'll see it's a Wiki Berry. That's the wrong berry for the nature that I have. Yeah, I actually used the Agua Berry. That should be, but it's a Pinch Berry regardless. Um, so that about does it for the teams. For the team. So now I will cut and we will get to the actual um, ranked doubles ladder gameplay. Alright, here we go. So, I'm in Pokeball tier, rank 6. Decent amount of points, and I really want to get to rank 7 and hit Great Balls here before the end of the month. Because when you reach a new ball tier, you're safe, but in numbered ranks you can fall back in the same tier. So I am really nerve-wracked about how this is gonna go. Let's do it. Pelipper, Lapras, Ludicolo, Baratech. good on Sableye. I don't remember what I picked here. Let's see. Looks like Toadshroom open with Kingdra and honestly I think Urshifu. That's what I picked last. Because Corviknight doesn't do that much better than Kingdra here. I don't think. Arcanine doesn't have a lot of intimidate targets, and fall to the water type is kind of risky. So yeah, I think I go Urshifu for my fourth. Let's see. Flying Lapras out. So I think I spored the Sableye, or at least try to spore something. I think Lapras or Sableye, and then do I just click IT Wind? Yeah, I do. I think. No, I actually swapped Politoed out of straight away for Urshifu. Actually, yeah. Dynamax, I'm guessing G-Max Lapras. Yeah. Got a Lunga, so I can't spore it. Big hit from the Resonance. Now, I think I sacked Shroom here when I could have switched it out. Yeah, because I think I tried to spore again. So I end up stacking Shroom here. I just go for the close combat on Lapras. I'm not gonna do much with the Aurora. kept my shroom in to try and spore it, but that didn't work. Oh. I go for the max airstream on Ludicolo and go for another close combat on Lapras. However, there is one little problem. Because the Ludicolo fake outs Urshifu, which is a big issue. That's a big issue. We'll see. You'll see that throughout all these matches I get more and more tense and more tilted as this video goes on, as the matches in this particular video go on. Some absolutely shocking wins and losses happen. So, fake out on Urshifu, that means Urshifu can't close combat Lapras, but more importantly it breaks Urshifu's dash. That's going to be important later. I need to take a little quick drink. Kendra barely looks out. It's gonna die to its next life orb damage. So I figure I could at least kill the Ludicolo. And Urshifu goes for a Sucker Punch just to double into it with priority. To hopefully guarantee the knockout, because I wasn't confident that Airstream would have killed on its own. Because that first hit it took was really good. I was, because based on the first hit I thought it was probably Assault Vest. It goes down. With Kingdra to life orb damage. And then Lapras does free drive to Urshifu, and I had forgotten actually that my sash was broken. So I thought I would have been fine, but nah. The Politoid. And at this point, I haven't even seen his full like Pokemon yet, so there was no way I was coming back from this. So I think I have forfeit here. I was just way too behind. That was rough. I don't know what else I could have done better, or other than not sack Croon at the beginning. Felt like there was nothing else I could do. I think I made strong plays. It just ended up not mattering. I think it was lost to T preview. I brought the wrong Pokemon, I think. There was the misplay with Shroom, but other than that, I think that was like one of those games where I just lost it in deep preview. That was rough. Let's see. So this team, Lucario, Charizard, Sylveon, Ice-Cube, Hydreigon, and Grimmsnarl, I thought, the Ice-Cube seems interesting, and there's some special threats here. Not much in physical other than Lucario and maybe Grimmsnarl, so thought maybe Arcanine would be good into the Lucario and the Grimmsnarl, but I think I just go Shroom Toad open again. I was considering bringing Corviknight because Corviknight is good into the Sylveon and the Ice Cube. So Shroom Toad open, Corviknight, and Kingdra. She actually opens with Ice Cube and Grimmsnarl. I hope with Mungus and Politoid. So Scald into the Grimmsnarl and trying to spore that Ice Cube. I always thought about sporing the Ice Cube. I get hit with the T-Wave by the Grimmsnarl there. It is a support Grimmsnarl. I thought it was like a physical Grimmsnarl. Now, after seeing that belly drum from Ice Cube, I definitely want the spore to go off. I spored it at first because I thought it was gonna like do manual hail setting, but that belly drum means that spore was 100% the right play. It was like a weird belly drum Ice Cube that tries to get you. So I burned the Grimmsnarl. So here I think I just Rage Powder or switch. Yeah, I switch out Shroom here because it's paralyzed. And I go into Corviknight. Politoed, I just use a Rain Boosted Scald on Grimmsnarl. I can't have it T-waving anything else. I do not want my shit getting paralyzed. Goes for a Thunder Wave on Politoed, but thankfully it misses. And Ice Cube is still asleep, thankfully. And I can just knock out the Grimmsnarl, so I don't have to worry about T-Wave. I think I Iron Head into the Ice Cube to break Ice Face. And Politoed just goes in, calls into Charizard. Now Charizard Dynamaxing here initially worried me because I thought it wasn't Gigantamax, but it turns out it is Gigantamax. Because if it was regular Dynamax Charizard, that could have been a problem because of Max Flare and resetting my range, but it's Gigantamax though. And there's Ice Face. Wildfire's gonna do a ton of damage to Fortnite. Scald is gonna not quite kill, but get close. Here I just try to knock out that Ice Cube. And finish the Charizard off, but Politoed was not gonna get a chance to do that because Ice U's gonna wake up and immediately head smash Politoed. With Belly Drum, that's an easy KO. But thanks to the recoil damage, Corviknight can easily pick up this KO. But that Charizard sticking around is a bit of a problem because it's just gonna kill Corviknight. So I go on to my last two Pokemon, which is my Paralyzed Amoonguss and Kingdra. Just Dynamax Kingdra, try to finish that Charizard off, and I have Amoonguss go for the Rage Powder to protect Kingdra from that Lucario. Now, after this Dynamax, I get fairly lucky here. Amoonguss is able to use its redirection. It was not fully paralyzed. And I go for Geyser to finish the Charizard off. Lucario does Earthquake, it doesn't do that much. I think I just try for the redirection again with Rage Powder. And I go for, I think just Stab Water move for, neutral damage. Just took that close combat pretty well. Defenses drop, which I think allows me to get it pretty easy. Yeah, I think after the defense drop after defense drop after close combat, I easily pick up the KO. Oh, it has Sash though. But with Rain, this should be an easy finish, especially if I get lucky with this Rage Powder again. Oh, but they forfeit. Oh yeah, they forfeited here. Oh, and they don't just forfeit either. They actually disconnected. And I don't know if that cost me my points or not. But I'm gonna assume it didn't. Because it just helps me sleep better at night when stuff like this happens. So So on this team, a Serena. This is one of the harder matches that I have. Serena, Urshifu, Duraludon, Charizard. I'll tell you this much in this match. We see the Duraludon, the Serena, the Charizard, and the Sableye. This match goes bad for me. I thought Arcanine Open would be a good idea because I thought Urshifu and the Serena, I thought it would be a good idea. And I think I just run Kendra in the fourth just because I thought Kingdra might work okay against Serena with Airstream and against Charizard. So I open Shroom and Arcanine here. Open Sableye and Duraludon, so my Intimidate, I don't get a lot of value out of my Intimidate from neither of these are physical attackers, I don't think. Mungus, I think, goes for a Spore, and Arcanine is, I think, Will-Wisping something. We're going for a Snarl. Oh yeah, I'm going for Will-Wisp on Duraludon, that's right. That switches in Charizard. Unfortunately, I don't get the Will-Wisp because Arcanine gets fake outed. But I am able to put the Sableye to sleep. I had the thought here of maybe sporing the Charizard. But instead I switch out Shroom for Politoed. Oh, I do go for just Spore on the Charizard. I switch out Arcanine, I think, for Politoed. So I guess I could come in and Intimidate again later if the physical threats show up. And in comes Serena. Spore doesn't work. I guess they switched because they were protecting the Spore. I just click Icy Wind and I do Rage Powder to protect Politoed from Serena. I wanted to get a speed debuff on this Serena. Honestly, I think I should have swapped Politoed out for Arcanine to get an Intimidate on that as fast as possible. Watch how much damage this triple axle does to Mungus. Like, holy crap. I was gonna try and trap kick Politoed and get redirected for sure. I expected to have something that could hit the Mungus that hard. So I switch out Mungus here. I'm going Kingdra. Sableye still asleep, and I go for Scald on Sableye. But Politoed safely is the one who has to get sacked by the Power Whip, but thankfully it does not knock out Kingdra though. So I go into Arcanine to try and intimidate way too late, I guess. Here I think my play is Dynamax Airstream to Serena. I forget what I have Arcanine. I think I will with Serena. So it switches Serena out for the Duraludon. So I go for the Will-O-Wisp, it's Duraludon, so at least it's burning like a decent-ish target for it. I go for Airstream, it's Duraludon, it's not going to do that much damage. Especially, now Kingdra's in a really awkward spot here because of the manual sun that the Sableye set. I just go for Max Wormwind, I think, on the Sableye, and I go I try to take advantage of the sun by having the Arcanine Flamethrower or Duraludon. Which would have worked, I think, except for one small problem. They Dynamax. Wash. I've never seen that before. It does it just make whatever it's used on go last in the turn? I think that's what it does. That's awkward. It just makes things more awkward for me. At least the Sableye is gone. But Kingdra's gonna die to this more wound, I think. Oh, we'll barely live, but it'll die to life form damage next attack. I think I tried for Max Geyser on the Charizard. Arcanine Flamethrower since it's a Duraludon. Because I'm hoping, I'm hoping, yeah, because I think the Arcanine outspeeds the my Kingdra in when rain isn't up. But unfortunately, the Charizard goes for Protect here, which means I both not only failed to kill Duraludon, but I'm gonna fail to kill the Charizard because it went for Protect, and that means I get my rain up, but Kingdra's gonna die to its life force damage and fail to kill that Charge card. And that puts Arcanine in a really bad spot because now Rain's up. Arcanine's gonna take a ton of damage here. Even with Citrus, it's probably not gonna help much if I got knocked down to red. But Duraludon does die to its burn damage. But the big problem is all I have left is Arcanine in my Amoonguss. And they're just gonna throw out Serena, and there's no way I can beat Charizard and Serena in the rain with these Pokemon left. Oh, I just don't see a way to win. But I think I played this out instead of forfeit. I don't know why. I should have probably forfeited. Because I really didn't see a weird way of winning this. Flamepower's not gonna do anything because of the rain. That was really frustrating. It felt like there was nothing I could do. Like, again, it's one of those games where I just lose because of I picked the wrong poor Pokemon at the start. I tried to outsmart myself in Team Preview. I don't think like I misplayed that much. It felt like more that I just lost at Team Preview again. I don't think there's that many more matches we have to go through. Thankfully my points didn't drop from that loss, it doesn't look like. I think to make up for the DC, weird DC off of my win earlier, which... So... Shiny Craig... That's like a rain team. Oh, this is a... Oh god, this match is the one I've been dreading. Because I make a mistake of opening Shroomtoad here, not realizing that they're gonna do a really aggressive opening, a Pelipper Kingdra opening. They're gonna Dynamax Kingdra turn 1 and get really... They're gonna just go all out aggression. I was thinking, well, if I have Shroomtoad and Arcanine, I can deal with that Mudsdale and Urshifu better. But I didn't realize that they're just gonna go all in on with a Pelipper Kingdra starting Dynamax Kingdra right at the beginning of the game. I should have opened, not Amoonguss, I should have opened Kingdra myself too. And just try, and then tried to outspeed the Kingdra, or trade for the Kingdra. That's what I eventually tried to do, but you'll see what happens. It's incredible. Now you'll think that Pelipper would go for Tailwind first turn. Because I made a mistake of putting Amoonguss out. Both Kingdra's gonna do Airstream, and Pelipper's gonna do Hurricane to try and double into Shroom. I made the mistake of switching into Kingdra here. I should have sacked Shroom with Cobra Berry. And hell, with Cobra, maybe Shroom would have actually lived. I would need to calc it. Because Shroom has Cobra Berry, it's possible. I would need to calc it, but I think Shroom could have possibly lived this if I stayed in. Hurricane Kingdra. My Kingdra actually lives this. And I get the Icy Wind off to get some speed control down. Which sort of punishes the Pelipper not getting Tailwind up. Now, this is what... this is already a bad situation. What I decided to do here is Dynamax Kingdra, go for Warm Wind, and just try to get a trade. With Icy Wind, I should outspeed. Right? Because I was thinking, I landed the Icy Wind, I should outspeed. The Pelipper made the mistake of not getting Tailwind up. I got an Icy Wind down, there's no Tailwind on the field, I can outspeed, and one-shot that, and at least trade for that Kingdra. Right, because I'll die to my Life Orb damage right afterwards, but I can at least trade. Turns out I use Helping Hand to make damn sure I get this trade. But Pelipper has Quick Attack. Pelipper has Quick Attack. Pelipper carries Quick Attack. And now remember the two Pokemon I have the back. The Mungus, which loses the Pelipper, and because between Pelipper and Kingdra, that Mungus is probably gonna die, even with Cobra. Like, it'll survive for a little bit, but it can't really apply some pressure. My other Pokemon is Arcanine, who just dies to Geyser, right? So all I have left is Politoed and Arcanine and Mungus in the back, and there's no way I can win with this. I don't have anything that can beat this Kingdra. Or what? And there's still a possibility like that Mudsdale or Urshifu could be in the back, and that could get real bad. Though I just forfeited. That was frustrating. That quick attack Pelipper tilted me so hard. Because Arcanine and Politoed might have stood a chance against his other Pokemon that weren't Kingdra. If I could have traded for that Kingdra, I could have maybe made something happen, but I don't know. So I'm down to 0 points. I'm on the cusp of being demoted. I'm really upset now. I'm really frustrated after that quick attacks. That freaking quick attack Pelipper. So I go Mungus, Arcanine, Politoed. Kingdra here. Good into a lot of these physical threats, I think. The Blair, the Whack, the Heracross, the Crawdon. Nearly everything here is physical, except for the Clefairy and the Comfey, I guess. So Arcanine is just really intimidated. Should be really good here. At least that was my thinking. I was really nerve-wracked this game. Because I know if I lost, I would get demoted to rank 5. I really wanted to get Great Ball. But what I want even more now, because I'm so nerve-wracked and tilted from these losses, is to not get demoted. There's a lot right. I really don't want to get demoted to rank 5. Not again. I've been demoted from, it's been so swingy. Like, I keep getting to a new rank and then getting demoted, and then losing all my points in that rank, and then having to work my way back up again, and it's just been a mess. I really don't know what to do. So, here I just went for the Spore on Clefairy, and went for Snarl, because I knew Clefairy was gonna immediately follow me. So, just do Snarl, because it's the best button to press on Arcanine. Honestly, I should have swapped Arcanine out to Intimidate later. The Snarl was a bit of a misplay. But yeah, Blair was using that follow me to set up. So, I go for Spore on Clefairy, to hopefully prevent it from redirecting more. Oh, I forget what I do here. I think I go for Protect on Amoonguss, because I'm scared of that Swords Dance. Or I Spore. I forget which. And I think I decide to swap Arcanine now. Or I go for Will-O-Wisp. Kinda wasn't paying attention to the screen. Yeah, I switch Arcanine out now for the Politoed out. Get my rain up. And yeah, Amoonguss is just gonna protect here. But the Drain Punch was going into Arcanine anyway. Thought it was gonna hit Amoonguss for sure. I just went for Protect. I probably should have went for Spore on the Blair though, to be honest. I should have just put the Blair to sleep. Protect was probably a misplay. So I swapped Politoed out to get Arcanine back in. The plan is I want to cycle Intimidate because of that Swords Dance. Amoonguss is gonna Spore Blair this time for sure, huh? To make this Intimidate more impactful. I got my fairy. Alright. And there's the Spore, where it goes to sleep. At this point I swap out Amoonguss for Kingdra, while Arcanine stays into... Get what I do with Arcanine here. Oh, I do a double swap, right? Double swap. I think I double swap. I went to fire flamethrower to Clefairy to soften up the Clefairy because I want that redirection gone. I don't know why, because I'm in rain, it's not gonna do much. I should have maybe double switched. Now here I know I actually make a misplay here, and I go for the Airstream on Beware. I should have realized that Clefairy is just gonna follow me again. So I go for the Airstream on Beware because it's super effective, not realizing Clefairy is just gonna redirect it. I honestly should have did Geyser with Frame Boost against Clefairy, so we can at least remove the redirection first. Because if I knew, if I had remembered about Follow Me, I should have used Geyser, because it would have done more damage to Clefairy than Airstream will. With the rain boost. Yeah. And that's where that misplay really functions. I do get another speed boost on Arcanine and Kingdra, which might matter, but Arcanine goes for Will-Wisp, but Clefairy dodges it. So this time we should be able to knock out the Clefairy. I went for Airstream again just because another speed boost wouldn't hurt. I'll probably misplay again. But I know that Arcanine can't take out Clefairy on its own because Flamethrower probably doesn't do enough with Rain. So, at least the redirection's gone now. And Archive's Flamethrower goes to Blair, but it won't do much because of the rain. And Blair is kind of bulky. It sets up the Swords Dance again, unfortunate. Even after trouble, I went through the trouble of cycling the Intimidate. Well, it's the Crawdaunt, and I think I just max Airstreamed everywhere. But there was a reason she was trying to set up Swords Dance on that Blair, because she wanted to set up Swords Dance and Dynamax it. So I think that was her whole strategy. That was her entire game plan, was around getting that Blair set up. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that Crawdaunt could just kill Arcanine. Straight up Aqua Jet. Because I forgot that that Pokemon gets the priority water move. I rarely see that Pokemon. And now goes to Blair at least. Now, he's down to Crawdaunt and Comfey. Now, because of that Comfey, Kingdra's is not long for this world, because Comfey is going to be able to KO it with the Fairy move. So here what I decided to do is Draco that Crawdaunt to get rid of that. and I go for the energy ball on Kunpei. Well, I doubled the Necrodon because I wasn't sure Draco would KO it. But it does. So it does end up going into the Kunpei. Unfortunately, Kingdom's really low after the life orb damage and the draining kiss. And because of draining kiss, Kunpei is going to be able to kill Kingdra and heal itself up. However, I still have Politoed left. And I think it's going to come down to whether Politoed and Amoonguss can wear down this Kunpei, even though it's going to be healing every turn with Kiss. By the looks of it. So I'm just scalding and energy balling and hoping for the best here. That I can outlast this thing. Even with doing a Kiss every turn. Yeah, and I think eventually I do take it down. I do thankfully win. Thank God I don't get demoted. But after getting my points, that means that I just end up back where I started. So I basically made no progress really, because I lost too much. Oh! It turns out, comparing this to where my points were at the start, I actually am not back where I started. I have a little less points than what I started with. So I didn't even make progress, and not only did I not make progress, I made negative progress. I'm so frustrated. That's just demoralizing. Oh well, see you guys later, I guess.